Hi grade 10s, I'm going to make the last video for this week. Tomorrow is actually a PD day, so I won't be making any videos tomorrow, but today I'm going to make, I believe it's my fourth video about trigonometry. And we're going to look at page, I'm looking at my computer, we're going to look at page 9 of our booklet. But before we do that, yesterday, before I signed off, I left you with a question to try on your own, and that question was on page 9, and one of you lovely students sent me the answer, so I'm going to show you the answer to the question on page 9 right now. So please remember to check your answer against that answer at the end of this video to make sure that you did yesterday's question correctly. We're going to start with example number 2 on page 9, and it goes into page 10. It says, from a school window 5 meters above the ground, a student measures the angle of depression to a fire hydrant located across the schoolyard. If the angle of depression is 10 degrees, how far is the fire hydrant from the school? Round your answer to the nearest meter. And we're going to draw a diagram to help us solve that question. Don't forget, we're in trigonometry. That means all our diagrams need to be right angle triangles. So we're going to draw a right angle triangle, and it's talking about a school window. So that means that the vertical side of my triangle should probably be the school, and the window is going to be at the top. And then we're going to draw a line across the ground, and the fire hydrant will be at the end over here. So let's look at that picture right now. When it says angle of depression, that means if you were standing up in the school and looking out the window, when you look down towards the fire hydrant, the angle will be 10 degrees. But notice that angle is not actually inside the triangle we drew. So we need to find an angle inside the triangle. If you remember in grade 9, we learned about parallel lines and transversals. We learned about the Z pattern. So using the Z pattern, you can see that the angle of depression would be the same as the angle at the bottom of the triangle near the fire hydrant. So we're going to answer this question together. So here's the school. The top of the window is 5 meters high. The fire hydrant's over here. This angle here is 10 degrees. We need to, as always, step number 1 is label the triangle. So I'm going to draw my right angle here because the ground and the school would make a right angle. My hypotenuse is across from that. Now, again, I know it's silly. Imagine the girl here. If the girl, I'm moving my cell phone around so I can see what the girl would do. The girl would have an accident, and over here, this would be the O, leaving the last side to be the A. Okay, so, and the A is actually what I want to find. It says, find how far the fire hydrant is away. So I'm going to use my fraction. The fraction we've used every single day so far in our videos. Tan of the reference angle is equal to O over A. Okay, so tan, my angle is 10 degrees. Put a little degree sign there. The O is 5, and the A, I don't know. Okay, so remember, we can use our calculator, and we can check to see what tan of 10 degrees is. I'm going to go check on my calculator right now. Okay, I've got my calculator, and I'm going to check to see what tan of 10 degrees is. You can do this with your cell phone too, don't worry. Just make sure that your calculator or your cell phone is in degrees, and depending on your calculator, you might need to press 10 first or tan first. It depends on what you're using. So tan 10 is 0.1763. So over here, I know that my fraction, the decimal, should be 0.1763. 5 over A. Now, this is different than last time because last time my variable was on the top. So if I've been your teacher before, I've taught you this trick. Over here, you can put a 1, okay? Because 0.1763 is the same thing as 0.1763 divided by 1. What I'm going to do when I have 3 numbers is I'm going to multiply the diagonals, and I'm going to divide by the other number, which means that A is going to be equal to 5 times 1 divided by 0.1763. And I believe if I use my calculator, that's going to give me about, I'm checking, about 28. So that means the fire hydrant is about 28 meters from the school. That's what my A is, 28. It's actually 28.3564. Okay, now if you want to check to make sure that was right, let's try with our calculator. Take our calculator and let's go 5, my O is 5, divided by my A, which I now know is 28.3564 equals 0.176. And remember, that's exactly what I was supposed to get for tan 10.176. So we've done that one correctly. Let's try another one together. So this is our second question. Like always, we're going to label first the flagpole on the ground, make it 90 degrees. So this is my H. I'm going to think about this being my reference angle. That means this is my O, and the last side is my A. And so I want to use tan of the reference angle is equal to O over A. Now notice the reason this is a great fraction to use is because to solve this question I need to use the 12, which is the A. I'm wondering about the O, which is the X. And the H is not at all really important in this question, so that's why there's no H in the fraction. So I have tan of 40 degrees is equal to O, that's my X, over my 12. I'm going to use my calculator always. I'm going to go tan of 40. On this calculator, tan 40 equals 0.839. 0.839. So that means over here, my opposite divided by my adjacent should give me 0.839. So let's write that over here. 0.839 is equal to X over 12. I can put a little 1 here. I'm going to multiply the two numbers that are diagonal. Okay, well that's these ones. And I'm going to divide by whatever is left over. That's 1. So really this question is just 12 times 0.839 divided by 1. I'm going to do that with my calculator. And I'm going to get about 10. This little symbol here means about 10. So that means in this question, the flagpole is 10 meters high. I hope that lesson made sense to you. It made sense to me, but I'm the teacher, so it should make sense. I'm going to leave you with one more question to do. It's going to be the next picture in our video. It's actually found on page 14 of your trigonometry booklet. If you can try that question and then you can send me an email with that question in it, I can check it to make sure that you're on the right track. Okay, so tomorrow's a PD day, then Saturday and Sunday, and then we'll start again on Monday. We're already at page 14 of the trigonometry workbook, so I know it seemed overwhelming at the beginning, but we're nearly there. Okay, enjoy your weekend. I'll be on Google Meet this afternoon, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.